So you want to level up your animation skills to the level of the greats, the people who have animated amazing shows such as Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Naruto, and all the other great anime shows that we've seen. So how do you do that? Well, I have two tools that will help you level up. So stay to the end of the video and I'll show you. But please remember, do understand your fundamentals. Once you understand the fundamentals, you'll be able to use these tools efficiently. But also you can use these tools to help you learn the fundamentals as well with focused practice. So let's get into it and check these two tools out. Here we have the homepage of Sakugabooru or Buru, and as you can see, it hosts about 150,000 videos, which is great. That's a lot. If you want to get started, you can click posts and that will show you the most recent uploads. One thing to note on this website, the videos with the star below them, they tend to be a highly rated video, you know, good Sakuga, a lot of detail in the animation. As you can see here, I don't know what anime this is, but you know, it does look good. So here's the layout when you click a video. Here on the left, you'll see it says tags. So below the tag, it should usually have the artist that is assumed to be the animator for the video that is playing here at the center. But on this video, nobody knows who it is, so it's just artist unknown. And then below that will be the name of the anime, which is Nejima, and then other random tags, something like a remake. So if you click, you'll be given a load of remake clips from different remade animations. And then here you have animated, effects, fighting, lighting, and smoke. So usually when you click a video, the recommended tags will be on the side. So if I click fighting, then I'll get a load of fighting videos. So altogether here, as you can see, there's about 30,000 plus fighting videos. So let's see if we can click a random, let's see if we can find a random good one. I think, let's see what this is. High School DxD. What dynamic scenes here. So when you click a tag, you'll be taken to that category, which is really good. So whatever you're trying to learn, whatever you're trying to improve in, you can look for it. So if you want to do fight scenes, you can find a load of different fight scenes and you study them. If you want to do acting, like character acting, you can look into that as well. Hair, crying, lightning, water, you can find it on here. Also, there is pre-production things as well. I think there is pre-production. Or you can write, let's try Gengar. So you write Gengar, which is the raw version of the animation. You can find that here as well. So you can get Gengar pages, so original Gengar pages, which would be very nice to study from, instead of the final product with all the compositing done. Look at this clip here. That is actually sick. I'm actually going to download this. If you want to keep one of these videos, all you have to do is right click it, save video as, and then save it to where you need to save it. For me, I have an animations clips folder with loads of different clips from this website. So I'm gonna save this here and then study it later, and boom. And if you want to, if you don't have like a software to play the video and go frame by frame, you can do it on the website. So here on the bottom right of the player, you can press one frame to the left or one frame to the right. So it will play the frames one by one. And then you can be able to see how the animation is done. If it's on ones, on twos or threes, this is done on a lot of ones. But yeah, so they're giving you that tool there on the website if you haven't got your own software. Speaking of software, I wanted to show you guys the software I use to break down any of the animations I download, and it's called, so here we have Keyframe Pro. I've got the clip that we were just looking at from solo leveling loaded up already. So here's the user interface, pretty simple, pretty clear. You can play the animation. By the way, these animations come with no sound, so it's all visual based. So you can play through, you can play it backwards. If you want to play it backwards, if that's how you like to study, you can go frame by frame. You can also use your left and right arrows on your keyboard, go through each frame. And as you can see on the timeline, this isn't done by seconds, this is done by frames. You can change it in the settings, but the key thing is to know the frames, especially when you're breaking down someone's animation, you know, to know whether they're doing things on 2s and 3s, to understand the spacing and timing. With the Keyframe app, you're also able to buy a pro version. With the basic version, you can do all these things that I've shown you so far. You can just, you know, break it down and do your basic studies. But with the pro version, what it allows you to do, because this is used in even where I work, you can press this button here and then go to the pen tool, and then you can make marks. I'm going to change the color of the marks to something more clearer, like a green, a bright green, something like that. And you can basically draw on a frame. See, you draw on the frame and that frame remains there, and it's marked there on the timeline in green. And say if I wanted to maybe follow the arc of this movement, I could follow it. So I could be like, oh, his hand is here, it went from up here to there, it's still there, or it's hidden behind him, it's over here, there's his hand there, and then, you know, his hand's following through. That's a little example. Obviously it's not a clear arc, but it's good to see. But that's what you can do. You can also add turn on an onion skin. You can also turn on the onion skin tool, which allows you to see the arc of the movement. And then, you know, you can be like, oh, he moves like that. Or if you wanted to, you could break down the pose. You could be like, okay, this is the dynamic pose. This is the kind of pose that they use. And of course you can go from this to actually drawing it on whatever software you want to draw. With this tool, if you wanted to study perspective, you could mark. Here we have Leonardo, we have him here. We go ahead and we're like, oh, he's here. Then we go ahead again, then he's here, then again, then we're like, oh, he's here. Okay, so this is how they do the perspective, but he's not coming straight to the center of the camera. It's kind of like an arc movement, right? And then you can note these down for yourself, and then you're learning much more. You know, you're learning way more than you initially would when you're kind of winging it, if you know what I mean. So you can be your own critic, and critique your own work as well. If you want to help someone else, you can help critique their work as well. And then if you want, you can save it. You can just save it out. So save project as, save it to, I'll just save it here for now. TMNT study, and then save it out. You could send it to someone, they can open it in Keyframe, or you just, you know, open it yourself and come back and study. So this is a really good tool for studying. You can also look over your own animations as well. As long as they're an MP4 or a format, oh my gosh. As long as they're an MP4 and a format supported by this app, you'll be able to upload it onto here and, you know, critique your work. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope these were good resources. I hope it was useful information. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and check out my previous videos, and stay tuned for more. Have a good day and God bless.